kutoka Egypt na mataifa zaidi ya 10. Kiingilio ni bure bilashi.
Jamia JamiaTV, beacon for the nation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and happy Jamhuri Day to you all fellow Kenyans as we celebrate the nation's unity and freedom. May Allah fill our homes with peace and our nation with blessings. A very good morning to you and welcome to the Muslim Insight Show on JamiaTV. My name is Zamzam Ahmed and my sign language interpreter is Rukia Mwachuo. Today, have you ever wondered how many mothers smile on the outside but fighting silent battles on the inside? Or they give their all but with no space to fill their hearts? The truth is, so many mothers quietly struggle with stress, emotional pressures, loneliness, but this makes them carry burdens they never speak about. And the reality is, most of them don't have safe space to breathe, safe space to heal, or feel fully or truly supported. The silence is heavy. And guess today, in today's Muslim Insights episode, we are going to talk about supporting moms on their healing journey. And in studio, I am joined by Amina Mohammed, who is the founder of Healing Moms Foundation. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you doing this morning?
I am doing good, alhamdulillah.
Happy Jamhuri Day to you.
You too. You too. It's a beautiful day.
Thank you
it's
so
really
much. Thank
day.
you so much. And we are talking about supporting moms on their healing journey. Yes. You are the founder of Healing Moms Foundation. Yes. But before we even go to the deep conversation, maybe to the person who's watching you for the first time or who's seeing you for the first time, perhaps we'll ask about who is Amina Mohammed?
That's a beautiful question. Thank you so much for asking. Of course, as you said, my name is Amina Mohammed, and I am the founder of Healing Moms Foundation. It's a charity organization that's supposed to help motherhood and mental health. I'm also a mother myself. I'm a wife, I'm a daughter. So I started Healing Moms Foundation from, it's to bring awareness to motherhood and mental health. And many mothers, like you said, struggle with depression and anxiety silently and quietly. So I thought I should bring awareness to topics that we don't talk about. I also host my own YouTube and podcast where I bring attention to topics that we rarely talk about. And
Yeah, you're telling us about Healing Moms Foundation, but when did it start? Why did you start Healing Moms Foundation? Is it something that came out of experience?
Yeah, actually, what really inspired me to start Healing Mom Foundation, it's a place of need. You know, I am a mother myself. With my first pregnancy, there's so much I didn't know about pregnancy and hormonal changes that can affect mother's mental health, mother's mood, my ability to show up as a wife and as a daughter. So with my second pregnancy, I had more tools, I had skills, I had awareness. So with my second pregnancy, I learned so much. I had a smoother pregnancy and a smoother postpartum just because I had awareness and I had the right tools. So when I started, it came from that place. So my personal growth led to me asking so many questions. I asked myself, Amina, if you have a healthy baby and a healthy household, and yet you are an anxious mother, imagine the mothers who have bigger problems than you. Imagine the mother who is raising children in an abusive household. Imagine the mother who has reproductive health problems. Imagine the mother who have no knowledge about what comes with pregnancy and postpartum. Imagine the mother who raises disabled children. Those questions made me go deeper and ask myself, what can I do to help mothers? What can I do to help mothers in general? Prior to pregnancy, you know, prevention is very important. If we can educate young girls, even first-time moms, what comes with pregnancy, what comes with postpartum, that will lead to better experience in the journey of motherhood. So asking myself those questions about what about those mothers made me go look at the statistics and the studies that are done about maternal and mental health in Kenya. So I found two interesting studies that stood out to me. The first one is in 2022 by a study done by Dr. Mary Mutiso. She found that one in every 4 mothers suffer from postpartum depression. Zamzam, we are talking about 1 in every 4 mothers.
So I can imagine how many mothers are there.
Yes,
right now.
And another important study back in 2018 by Professor Mdhoni Kuria from University of Nairobi found that mothers with severely malnutrition children were more likely to suffer from depression themselves. You see how the mother's mental health is directly linked to the physical and mental health of the children. So that made me go like, you know what, let me dig deep and find out if there are other studies that's done about maternal and mental health in Kenya. So as somebody that is born in Wajir, you know, they say charity begins at home.
Yeah.
So I had to look at the northeastern region, Wajir, Garissa, Mandera, and I found none, no research about specifically maternal and mental health. And that made me obviously feel bad, but I asked myself, what can I do? From where I am right now, what can I do to help mothers in general? And that's when I had to dig deep within myself, and I had to lean into my parents because my mom is a teacher. She gives back to the community through teaching. And my dad, may Allah bless him with Jannatul Firdausa, he was a teacher too. So I had to lean into what comes easy to me in terms of teaching women and bringing awareness to topics that we don't talk about. So with that, now I had to ask myself, what can I do? Now came Healing Moms Foundation. I thought about how can I, you know, nowadays there's so many people, Zamzam, who you can take a camera and you can just see whatever you want. But the intention of the person you're listening to is very important. So I was like, how can I pass my message without mothers feeling like I have to gain something from this? Then came the charity part. It's everything I do is just helping mothers. So I started charity and Healing Moms charity organization from a place of obviously need and awareness, and I've seen the studies, statistics, and I asked myself so many questions with my own physical experience, and that's how I started it. That's how I started it. Right now, like I said, I have a YouTube channel where I bring awareness to topics that we don't talk about, while also building a community. I have we are almost 100 mothers. So I have a community of mothers in the WhatsApp group.
That's a large number.
Yeah.
Mashallah, amazing.
Yeah, mashallah. So we discuss from Monday to Saturday. Every single day, there's something that we discuss in the WhatsApp private community.
Before we come to what you guys do in your WhatsApp group, you say that every day is entitled to an activity. We'll come back to that one. You say it's from your physical experience. You said you are a mother.
Yeah.
So how was your experience being a mom to your firstborn? How was it?
And I didn't know what I was obviously getting myself into. It's first time. Every time you're doing something for the first time, it comes with a lot of unknown things.
Yeah.
I am an anxious mother. In Zamzam. What an anxious mother does is she's always hyper vigilant. She's always hyper protective to the point of it's not necessary. you know. You're always watching over your shoulder. You are like, I can't do this, I can't do that because of the baby. So that nervousness was causing me to have less desire during the pregnancy period. I was not enjoying that much the first pregnancy because of that hypervigilance. Another thing is, which hopefully we can talk about it as time goes on, is the hormonal changes that happen during pregnancy. Those hormonal changes can affect the chemical receptors in the brain. We are talking about serotonin and dopamine. You know, serotonin is responsible for sleep.
Okay.
So now I'm pregnant, my hormonal changes is affecting the chemical receptors, the one responsible for sleeping, dopamine, the one responsible for motivation and joy. So when it affects, the joy goes down, the motivation goes down, the sleep goes down, insomnia. But what makes my second pregnancy different from my first pregnancy? Awareness. I'm aware what's happening in my body. I'm like, yeah, that is the reason why. And my serotonin is affected due to my hormonal changes. What can I do? What are the tools that I can do right now to help me navigate? There are tools that hopefully we can talk about as time goes on. There are tools that I experienced throughout my journey that helped me calm down during pregnancy, during postpartum, and when you understand something. When you understand something, you can do something about it.
Okay.
And that's where the awareness come from.
Most mothers assume, or most people assume, that when a mother gives birth to a child, it's normal reactions they are having, and they tend to say like, itaisha tu, with time it will just disappear. But Healing Moms Foundation was as a result of your physical experience, your first pregnancy. Perhaps you can tell us about how did you cope up with the situation? Did you seek for help? Did you go to the hospital?
Yeah, first of all is I had to do research.
Okay.
Ask myself. Every mother that's watching this, she can relate to this. We Google everything that we feel.
Okay.
If there's a mother that's watching this, every small thing that you feel, you Google. How am I feeling this? What is this? What does this mean? So I had to do my own research, which led me to now connect with therapists and professional help, and guided me. And at the same time, with the experience, I had to combine, you know, when we talk about psychology, I don't see much Muslims and women in the spaces of they are, but like I didn't experience that one-on-one, and who understand the cultural and religion aspect and combine it with mental health to help us, psychology. And I had to take what I learned from the therapist, convert it into Islamic ways, and help me get through the journey of pregnancy and postpartum. One of those coping mechanisms is adhkar.
Okay.
In psychology, they say if you repeat words over and over and over again, it calms the body. Guess what we repeat a lot in our religion? Adhkar. Saying astaghfirullah, subhanallah, wallahu akbar, alhamdulillah, over and over and over again, you're killing two birds with one stone. Religiously and also psychologically, you're calming down.
Yeah.
And so I had to combine, and I didn't see spaces in here where we are, our society, where that is available, where there is a space where you can go as a want to be mother, because I said about prevention, Zamzam.
Yeah.
Want to be mothers should be in a space whereby they're educated about these things. Once you become pregnant, things like this are going to happen, and this is how you're going to cope with it, combining psychology and Islam. So to answer your questions, what helped me cope? Combining psychology and Islam.
Okay.
Combining psychology and Islam through adhkar, through prayers, through du'as. That is my biggest one that calms me down. Yeah.
MashaAllah, that is really amazing. Combining psychology and Islam, religion. Now, you know, most people, or rather, when we are talking about Islam religion, they don't talk much about mental health because they feel like this is something that is not there. They don't believe in it, you know. It's like, if I have issues, we omba Mungu, utakuwa sawa. But at least you are educating us on something very important. As much as we dwell on the religion, we at least focus on what is there for us. Now, in your journey, of Healing Moms Foundation. How was it like? How did it start? Did you get any challenges?
Yeah, you know, when I was starting Healing Mom Foundation, of course I said it was all these snowball things that led to. But obviously, being in the camera for the first time was one of the scariest things I have done. Let's just be honest. And but I had to.
I hope this is not the first time.
No, it's not the first time.
Okay.
It's not the first time. It's one of the challenges that I came across. But the mission, the goal, is bigger than being on the camera. It's bigger than me. I started Healing Mom Foundation, but it's not about only me.
Yeah.
It's bigger than me. So thinking about the bigger goal, the bigger mission, how it's going to change people's lives, especially mothers and society in general, help me navigate the nervousness through being in front of the camera for the first time, asking myself, and my audience even getting what I'm talking about. And when you bring, like you said, we don't talk about mental health in Islam that much. When you bring mental health to Islam, people will look at you like, what are you talking about, Amina? What are you talking about? You see how I said combining psychology and Islam helps you navigate through hard times. But guess what? That awareness is what we need. The awareness is very important. The awareness of combining psychology and mental health is very important. So bringing mental health to a space whereby it's not much talk about was a bit challenging to me. Even some people call me and they tell me, Amina, you know, you don't have to worry about these things. It's okay. People will just, it's not good to talk about the hardship of motherhood. And I'm like, we are not saying something bad. We are saying, how can we cope with this? How can we not feel alone? So navigating through those challenges, those questions people are asking me being in front of the camera and asking myself, am I getting the right place that I need to be? Those were the challenges that I faced. But alhamdulillah, now I feel like I am more grounded and I am more focused, and I found the right way to do this.
Okay.
The right way to cope with negativity and hardship.
Okay, mashallah. Earlier you mentioned about hormonal changes.
Yeah.
Please explain to us about hormonal changes. How is it related to mothers? So
during pregnancy, there is a hormone called progesterone hormone that's responsible to maintain the pregnancy, and it peaks as the pregnancy goes, and like I said, it affects the serotonin and dopamine. That's where now that's when it's physically affecting us. That sudden increase of progesterone hormone will have an impact on serotonin. That's responsible for sleep and appetite. Some women may overeat, some women may lose appetite. And sleep also. You hear women talk about, I have insomnia. I can't sleep the whole night. During pregnancy especially. And then the dopamine part of it. Dopamine is responsible for motivation and joy. All of a sudden, you're not interested to do the things that you loved to do. All of a sudden, you don't have joy and excitement like the way, you know, when you look at social media and our communities, we glamorize pregnancy. We never talk about the hard part. So when you experience those sudden changes with the dopamine, all of a sudden you are not excited. All of a sudden the joy is down. You ask yourself, is everything okay with me? Why are other mothers happy with their pregnancy and enjoying their pregnancy? But here I am feeling not motivated, I'm not happy, I'm not excited. And being aware right now, even talking to you and talking to the mothers at home, you're aware now. Now it makes sense to you, oh, okay, these hormones go up and it affects these things. That's one of them. Another hormonal changes that we're going to talk about slightly is oxytocin hormone. The oxytocin hormone is responsible for bonding the mother and the child. It normally goes up towards the end of the pregnancy, and even postpartum when you're breastfeeding, you're supposed to have that bonding with your child. So what happens with oxytocin that can cause problems to the mother, or mood changes or depression or those things, is sensitivity to oxytocin. And what is sensitivity to oxytocin? Sensitivity to oxytocin is when you had a traumatic past, when something happened to you while you are a teenager or before, and the hormone oxytocin, you become sensitive to it. Everything that's supposed to bring positivity, calmness, connection, you become scared of it. You become, you experience the opposite of those emotions. So when a mother gives birth to a baby, you will see she will distance herself from the baby. There's no that connection because of the, and this is one of the causes. There are major, different causes, of course, but specifically talking about hormones, having sensitivity to oxytocin helps and delays the connection and bonding between the mother and the child. So you see a mother who have a baby, and then she doesn't want to carry the baby. She doesn't want to all the time hold the baby. And you even ask yourself, what's wrong with this mother? Does she not love her baby? No, it's not about loving the baby. It's the scientific hormonal changes that are happening in her body. And hopefully one day we can talk about the difference between baby blues and postpartum depression, but specifically now going back to the hormone, awareness. Like let's say I visit a mother or somebody that I know, and they have, I see them being distant from their child. Now I understand them better. Now I can relate with them better. I can ask myself, you know what, Amina, this mother is having problems probably with oxytocin hormone. Just relax on her and give her sometimes. There's different ways to cope, and there's different ways to support when you notice a mother is distant from her child. So though I'm bringing this awareness to mothers, even us, we're going to benefit. Even other people, even their spouses, even their mothers, even their sisters, their cousins, they're going to benefit from that. When they see a woman who is distant from her child, they will not judge. They will not ask questions. They will rather help. So
because most of the people are very faster into conclusion, into judging other people.
So yeah, it's just bringing that awareness is really important. Another hormonal changes that I can talk about is, you know, we talked about the serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin. Those are the most important. They are very important.
Now, you know, you've talked about there are mothers who distance themselves from their child, from their baby. But we also have other mothers who are so attached to their babies. I can see you smiling.
That is me 100%. That is me 100%.
Okay.
It's,
Go ahead.
It's the opposite of literally being distant. I am an anxious mother. Any mother that's watching this, she can relate to me. You go to the shower, you hear your baby crying, and the baby is not even crying, the baby is asleep. You, even up to now, if I am blending juice or something, in my head I hear the baby crying, but the baby is not crying, it's okay. So that nervousness or that urge to always want to be urgency, to always want to see the baby. Some of the mothers who can also relate with me is, is mothers who check if the baby is breathing at night. They wake up and they check if the baby is breathing. They look at the chest if it's moving. They look at if the baby is breathing. That it's expected to to a certain point, but when it becomes too much, that's when now it affects the parenting style. You know, if a mother can enjoy parenthood. So yeah, it is there. That obsessiveness is there.
I don't know 100%. If you're still hearing some voices.
Yeah, I do. Until now, I do. But the good thing about now is that the baby's a bit older, so it's a bit, it helps. As time goes on, these symptoms go down.
Now, because you've mentioned about as time goes, these symptoms goes down. But is there a possibility that these might happen not to the first child only, because you know you are being a mom for the first time, so it's obvious you might experience this kind of things, but what happens if or can a mother experience with the second baby, the third, the fourth?
Definitely.
And maybe as the child grows older?
100%. Sometimes it can be the opposite. It can be the first baby, maybe like I said, with the first one I didn't know much. Now that you know, you even become a little bit more like, okay, now I understand where this is coming from.
Yeah.
So you can have the fourth baby and experience way more anxiety than you felt with the second baby, with the first baby. So it can happen.
Okay.
It can happen.
Okay. Then people should take caution to that one and be aware of everything. Now, you've mentioned earlier about activities that you have in the WhatsApp group from Monday to Saturday.
Yeah.
Every day has its own activity. Perhaps you can take us through the activities that are in every day.
Yeah. So from Monday to Saturday, specifically, in this community, when I was creating, I thought about different aspects of it. I wanted somewhere that mothers are supported emotionally. They feel encouraged financially. They are supported physically through fitness and nutrition, and also some sort of giving back. So on Mondays, if I take you through, on Mondays, what we do is I call it Mental Health Monday.
Okay.
So Mondays, all I do is we talk about mental health, how we are feeling, how is our moods, what is our coping strategies, coping mechanisms, and most of the time I send polls. Polls asking the mothers how are we feeling. Sometimes I even push the barriers of like asking, boundaries I mean, of asking in vulnerable questions. Like what was the hardest moment for you this week, or what is one thing that you miss about your old self. Those things will make mothers open up a little bit so that no mother feels alone. So the whole of Monday is just a mental health. Come Tuesday. Tuesday is about empowering mothers. I encourage I encourage mothers in the WhatsApp private community to share their businesses. To share their businesses. Whether you're selling products from home or you have a shop outside, as a mother, come Tuesday you share your product.
I'm sorry for that. Let's take a short break, but we'll be back with more as we give you give you water to at least cool your throats. And with that view, we are going to continue with a conversation on what activities are there for each day from Monday to Saturday. And Monday, she has talked about Mental Health Monday, whereby they share their emotional experience, what they have been through and everything. So join us in our second segment as we proceed, or rather continue with our conversation on the same. So stay tuned.
JamiaTV, Beacon for the Nation.
Kiumbe dhaifu lakini jasiri,
alitunukiwa sura nzima,
sura inayompa daraja yake inavyostahiki. Sharti ajigambe.
naam, na pepo ipo chini ya nyayo zake.
Mpamba nyumba na nyoyo za wapendwa wake.
anayebeba majukumu yake pasina kupinga.
Mtazamaji, je, unamfahamu anayezungumziwa?
Bila ya kusahau hadhi yake na haki zake.
Ungana nami Rahma Swaleh na Sheikh Juma Amir,
tukuelimishe na kukupa mwelekeo katika maisha ya ndoa
kwenye kipindi Dira ya Mwanamke.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
Enyi mlioamini, munapoitwa kuhudhuria swala ya Ijumaa, fanyeni haraka kuikimbilia, muache biashara zenu. Hilo ni bora ikiwa mwelewa.
Isikilizeni kwa umakinifu khutba ya Ijumaa
ili uzidi kujenga imani yako na kupata faida nyingi ya siku hii.
Coming to you every Friday from Jamia Mosque, Nairobi.
Live on JamiaTV.
Pearls of Wisdom.
Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "O Allah, I take refuge in you from anxiety and sorrow, weakness and laziness, miserliness and cowardice, the burden of debts, and from being overpowered by men."
JamiaTV, kurunzi ya taifa.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back and thank you so much for keeping it at Jamia TV. This is our second segment of the Muslim Insight Show, and our last discussion was on the typical week of the moms in the space of Healing Moms Foundation. We looked at the first one, which was Mental Health Monday. We go to the next one. Amina.
Thank you. So as I said, Mental Health Monday, where we talk about mood checks in coping strategies, and I normally put polls there to see how the mothers are feeling. On Tuesday, it's about empowerment.
Okay.
Mothers share their businesses there. Whether you have a shop in the house, whether you are selling product in the house, or you have a shop outside, you share your product on Tuesdays. And that's another form of empowering women in the group. Different mothers can sell the same product, which gives us the variety to choose from which one we want. So that's what we do on Tuesdays. Now come Wednesday. Wednesday is about stories, personal stories, or personal questions that you have. If there's a mother that wants to share her story openly, she can share on Wednesday. If she has a question that maybe it's a bit, she doesn't have answers, or she wants to see the advice from other mothers, she posts it on the group. But we also have anonymous messages and stories. Anonymous stories, anonymous questions. If there's a mother in the group, she feels maybe shy to tell her story, or she wants to ask a question and she's scared of it, she will send me via anonymous link that I share. I take a screenshot of the question she have, I post it in the group, and mothers chip in and give her advice.
You engage everyone.
Yes.
Okay,
other mothers are going to give her advice, and I am learning from it.
Okay.
I'm also in the process of learning. So seeing advice from other mothers, and they are sharing their point of view, and they're encouraging. They don't know who that woman is. You know, women, some of them, they share anonymously. They don't know who that person is, but they pour their advice into the conversation. They tell her what to do, how to do it. They encourage her. And reading through those messages, if I can feel like, wow, this is amazing and this will help me, I'm sure other mothers also feel in the group that feeling of you're not alone. If you share your story here, you're not alone. You have a question, you post it, maybe that's the same question I had, and I was asking myself, who can give me a good answer? Hearing it from mothers who have children, it's different from when you hear from a random person. It's extremely different, because they are giving advice from a place of experience. from things that they have seen day to day. So that sense of like, I'm not alone, I can share my stories. It will encourage even the other mothers who are quiet in the group, that one day, one time, at your own pace, share your story. It will help other mothers. That's on Wednesday. Now come on Thursday. Thursday is fitness and nutrition.
Okay.
And one of the management of depression and stress is lifestyle changes. You know, I personally share my weight scale number on every Thursday in the group to encourage mothers. Plus, it comes with a disclaimer that if you are pregnant and you just give birth, don't worry about weight. The moment you get pregnant, don't worry about losing weight, or the concentration should be healthy pregnancy. When you give birth, you just give birth, heal. Let your physical body heal. Let the baby adapt to the outside outside world. After that, after a couple of months, now you can go into fitness. And fitness is really important for our mental health. We feel lighter, we become happier, our hormonal changes, it becomes balanced. We are more happier and joyful with our children. So I take the first step. I lose the weight. I share my weight scale. I share my journey first. And some mothers also share. And other mothers in the background who are watching, subconsciously, even if it's not consciously, subconsciously it's doing something. It's changing how they view motherhood. Just because you became a mother, Zamzam, doesn't mean you should lose yourself physically. It's more than just physically how you appear. It's how you feel in the inside. Losing weight, even people who go to the gym or who are in the fitness industry will tell you, when I'm done working out, I feel more happier, more joyful, more excited. So imagine bringing that feeling to being a mom. So on that day, that's what we do. And I take the lead of posting my own weight loss journey. And come Friday, like what you're doing right now, I share content in the group. If there is any episode that I've done about topics we don't talk about, if there's a topic that I did, I shoot a video and then I post on the Healing Moms podcast. I also share in the group on Friday. So that is on Friday. It's all about sharing content. And on Saturday, we do donation days. And what do we donate specifically? Newborn and children clothes. So if there's a mother who have a lot of clothes that she doesn't need, newborn and children, she sends it to me. Then I send it to rural areas. Remember we talked about and how there is no maternal and mental health studies that are done in rural Wajir, Garissa, Mandera. So I send this excess newborn clothes, excess children clothes to hard to reach areas in Wajir. And yeah, on come Sunday. Sundays it's rest day. You unplug, you rest, you take time with your family, and hopefully stay away from the phone as much as you can. Just, you know, connect with, be more present with your children a little bit more than other days. So, and then we start again on Monday. So this system that I created, it's supposed to help every aspect of motherhood, you know, mental health, financial improvement, physical health, and donation and giving back. So by the time you reach Sunday, you feel like, if you participated from Monday to Saturday, you feel like content. Mentally you're in a better place. Physically you are working on it and in a better place, and listening to other mothers' stories, and then now giving back to the society and those things. So this small system that I created, I started this foundation within this year. So the fact that I can do all of these things by now, before the end of this year, imagine what we can do years to come, time to come. So this is just something that I created for now, that inshallah ta'ala, maybe in the future I can upgrade and bring better things, inshallah, as the numbers of mothers also grow in the community. Yes.
Okay. I know a question will be asked from a person who has experience, someone who has experience of being a mother. But for the person who's not a mom, maybe a comment, and she's saying here, Assalamu alaikum, sis, and I'm saying, wa alaikum salam. I'm learning so much, even before I became a mom.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's really encouraging people, you know. I might not have the question that I want to ask because I don't have the experience, but at least there is something I'm learning from you, and thank you so much. So now, coming to my other question, you've mentioned about activities or how a typical week looks like for the moms in your space. In your experience, how is Healing Moms Foundation breaking the stigma around seeking mental health support, especially among mothers?
And tiny example that I can give you, a really tiny example that I can give you is when I started the WhatsApp private community. At first when I started, it was, I said charity begins at home. So I had to start with the mothers I know in my phone. Friends, families, sister-in-laws, cousins. I had to start with the people in my phone who are mothers first in the group. Then when I started going online, that's when I met amazing women in TikTok and Instagram. I met them and I added them to the group. So when I first started, I've seen how everybody was hesitant to share. You can feel the hesitation and fear of judgment. And some mothers were scared to ask questions. They were feeling a little bit like, what am I doing here? What do you mean mental health help, Amina? This is something that, especially people in my, people who knew me face to face, it was a bit like, what is this? But as time went by, I saw the change. Mothers started engaging. Mothers started talking. So I asked myself, if the little thing right now I'm doing, when I started there was a stigma. But now mothers are opening up. Mothers are discussing. Mothers are talking. And I feel like if this little thing that I'm doing can change this, imagine in a bigger scale. Imagine now we come together as a society and we talk about these things. Tell me that we cannot break the stigma. Tell me that we cannot change how mothers seek help and talk about these things. So that is what I've seen with my own eyes through my own experience and seeing through what I have created from scratch. So yeah, I see how it's helping break the stigma. Yeah.
Okay. I know it's been a lot for you. You've engaged with different mothers from different areas. I also know it's just a WhatsApp group, but it's something that is of impact to many mothers.
Yeah.
So how was your experience with the mothers who are now in your space? Their stories, their journey and everything.
That's a really good question. Thank you for asking me that. There are obviously stories that touch me. There was a case that I had an emergency situation where I had to act fast and talk to a professional, look for a professional and help immediately without disclosing the identity or anything like that of the mother. A random mother called me and she said, I fear I will hurt my baby. The baby is crying non-stop and I feel like I can do something. She never talked to me before. She DM'd me via Instagram. And she's like, Amina, I don't know you, but this is how I feel. What can you do for me right now? It's a situation whereby you have to act fast. So I had to, the only place that I knew then was my therapist that I knew her personally. So I had to call my therapist and tell her, I will give you a number. Call that girl, help her now. She called her and they had to take her literally. The situation became a little bit bigger. They had to separate the baby and the mother and take the mother to facility and get help and the baby to the family. So I asked myself, Amina, if you never posted yourself, if you never talked about these things, what will happen to that baby? What will happen to that mother? And those are the living proof of I should keep doing this thing. So hearing these stories and them they trusted a total stranger that they met online. And alhamdulillah, because Allah gave me that intention of like, I want to help. I don't want anything from you, because nowadays, of course, you have to be careful. So it becomes easier for them to trust me, and hearing their stories, it makes me feel like I have to share this. I have to share with other mothers. I have to keep helping other mothers. Though emotionally it's a lot, but it's also something that's beneficial. It's something that in this dunya and akhirah you get a reward from. So yeah, it may be a lot, but those are one of the experiences that I had with helping mothers so far. Yeah.
Okay. Apart from being the founder of Healing Moms Foundation, and I can see whatever we are talking about here is a combination of mental health and mothers. How you can help mothers cope with their mental health stresses, mental health issues, and everything. Apart from being the founder of Healing Moms Foundation, what other things do you do, or what other things have you engaged yourself in?
So I am a nurse by professional.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a nurse by professional.
Okay.
And I also call myself a maternal and mental health advocate. So I've seen mothers, I've worked with mothers in Machakos Level 5 Hospital, in Mama Lucy Hospital. And mind you, we are talking about the department I was working in. It's, I'm working through the physical aspect of it, not the mental health aspect of it. You feel me? A mother comes in, you take care of her antenatal when she's going through antenatal process, and when she's delivering the baby, after she gave birth to the baby. But the follow-up and putting so much effort into the mental health aspect, that's where I've seen like we need more into that. We need to focus on how can we take care of mothers when they come for antenatal checks. We call it clinics. When they come for clinics, not only are you going to help them with checking the pregnancy, the blood works and those things, but right there, you give them counseling, compulsory. Hopefully, one day, one time, we can reach a place whereby we make it a compulsory to get counseling. You sit with a mother, you give her counseling on what to expect of pregnancy, especially mental health. This is how you will feel. This, you might feel like this, you might feel like this, and these are the things that you can do to help you cope with that. Even postpartum, when you deliver the baby, mother, we just think about discharging the mothers. You know, the baby is healthy physically, the mother is healthy physically. Okay, we have to discharge you, but we need to and make it compulsory to invite psychologists or psychiatrists that can give counseling right there and can do a little bit of follow-up aftermath, because baby blues and postpartum depressions are there. And sometimes it can take a little bit longer. Sometimes what a mother has can be a baby blue. And baby blue is like a postpartum depression, but just exists for 2 weeks. You give birth, 2 weeks. Within those 2 weeks, you feel every symptom of postpartum depression, but after 2 weeks, you become okay. Those are the things that mothers don't know. How can they know? By giving them awareness and teaching them and giving them counseling. So through my experience, I helped mothers physically give birth, taking care of them prior to delivery and discharging them. But I always used to have this guilt in me and saying, I wish I could do more, especially mental health. I wish I could do more. So when I had my second baby, I had the opportunity to expand and think more than just, given that I had a physical experience, pregnancy and postpartum, which helped more to say, you know what, let me focus on mental health of mothers. Yeah.
And some things normally happen. Challenges are part of life, okay? And as the founder of Healing Moms Foundation, do you still feel, get the foundation?
Not much, to be honest, not much, but obviously as I'm growing this, and as long as you're going to the public spaces and you are taking public, you're taking public spaces, you expect such things to come with it. So I have thick skin so far, before even it comes even more. I already have a thick skin to deal with it, because the mission is bigger, the goal is bigger, but so far it was just, you know, and it was just a little bit and I got over it, alhamdulillah. The goal is bigger, the mission is bigger, and as long as I know if today God takes me, at least I'm happy with what I did and what I've done. That's what matters. And yeah, criticism is there, but I can say that I'm okay with it.
Okay. Other than criticism, what other challenges are you facing throughout the journey of Healing Moms Foundation?
Currently, this right now. Right now, I think I found the balance. before I was giving all my all to the bringing the topics, talking about the topics a lot. Even the mothers in the group can know when I started the foundation, each and every week I was posting an episode for the foundation in the WhatsApp, in the YouTube podcast. I was posting, but now I took a little bit of a space. I said, Amina, this is a mental health we are talking about. You also have to check in with your mental health. You are also a mother. So try to find the balance between helping people at the same time and taking example by taking care of yourself, be example by taking care of yourself. So right this second, Zamzam, I found the balance of saying, you know what, there are times I'm going to take a break from social media, and there are times I'm going to come back and I'm going to do well. Quality over quantity. If there are 5 mothers who are watching you, 5 mothers, these are mothers who have children. Quality over quantity. And it doesn't matter. The right audience will get it. You feel me? And then if there are 5 mothers that are watching, if there's 10 mothers that are watching, that's beautiful, because these are 10 houses that are happier just because they watched a video of me. So right this second, not only I'm finding, but I kind of found the balance between give back and talk about these topics, but also take care of yourself, also take time with your family, also make sure that you are also in a better place. In the name of mental health, don't lose yourself as an individual, as a mother, as a wife. Don't lose yourself. So yeah, right now I found the balance.
Okay, I know it is out of topic, but at least it's something that is related to mental health.
Definitely.
Okay, you've talked about mothers. No, leave alone mothers. You've talked about taking care of oneself. I know out there, most people or a lot of people go through mental health issues. When you talk about taking care of oneself, what do you mean? Is it related to eating well? Is it related to thinking less? Something?
To be honest, this answer on its own, it needs an hour section, but I can summarize and tell you, and according to my own experience. Remember, I'm also learning and I'm growing as I'm also building this foundation. But according to my own experience, is saying no to things that doesn't help you, happiness and excitement. A key word is actually happiness, not excitement. Not everything that excites us is good for us, but peace and happiness is very important. I noticed myself saying no to things that are not working for me anymore. It's actually a way of helping me mentally. It's eating right. It's being in a better place physically than where you were before. If you compare yourself 3 months ago, am I healthier? Just because you are a 50 kgs person doesn't mean you're healthy. Fitness and nutrition, it doesn't sometimes just show the scale. You have to do more than that. You have to be a run. You have seen how runners are, most of the runners are a bit skinnier because it's about the heart rate going up, improving the mood and these things. So what you eat, your physical health, what you say no to, things, spaces that you allow yourself to go, and the spaces you will say, no, I cannot be here because of my mental health. And there's a difference between mental health and being a weak person in our society. I've seen people say, nowadays we talk about mental health too much. This is weakness. We used to do bigger than this. We have to do hard things to toughen our mind. Yes, we have to challenge our mind. Human beings' mind, you're not supposed to, if you do easy things for a couple of weeks, your mind, it won't be tough. But what I'm saying is, already life is hard. Things are a bit challenging. Have ways to cope with it, but also don't lose yourself in the process. In the name of, I have an opportunity, don't lose yourself. In the name of, I am a mother, don't lose yourself. In the name of, I can't get out of this job, don't lose your mental health. Make sure you prioritize what is really important for you. At the end of the day, what matters is when Zamzam goes home, is she content about today? Is she happy? Then you ask yourself, what can I change? And what can I tolerate? Because let's just be honest, we are in a society whereby so many people are financially struggling. The economy you have seen. So there are jobs and spaces where we just have to tolerate to get our day-by-day finances. But yeah, you just draw the line between what works and what I can say no to.
That's amazing. Now, for the people who are watching us right now, I believe not everyone is in this space, the Healing Mom Foundation. We have other people who are outside. Maybe they want to join. How can they join? And perhaps the people who want to join, how can they support?
So if you want to join Healing Moms Foundation podcast, send me a DM via Instagram and TikTok.
Your account?
In Healing Moms Foundation. If you write Healing Moms Foundation in Instagram, you will find it. In TikTok, you will find it. Send me a DM. I will personally add you to the WhatsApp private community. And I don't want any mother who is who is watching this to feel pressured to participate. You don't have to participate. Sometimes you can just join the group and take a sit back, relax, watch us just interact, and at your own pace, when you feel comfortable to participate, take your time to participate. And another thing is, when we talk about mental health, it takes time to open up and speak. So any mother that joins the group, don't feel the pressure to participate. Just take your time, join the group, and just relax. As time goes on, you can participate in your own pace.
Okay. You currently manage all aspects of the foundation on your own, with the help perhaps of the mothers that are in your space. So for those watching, how can they be of help? How can they support you and contribute to the mission of the Healing Moms Foundation?
The number one support that I genuinely need is if there's any psychologist or psychiatrist that's watching this, a doctor that is licensed, who understands the cultural and religion aspect of mental health, please reach out to me through, again, a Healing Moms Foundation at gmail.com. You can send me an email, or you can send me a DM via TikTok or Instagram. We need you. I need you. Because I need to learn from the professionals. I need to learn from the people who are licensed doctors. Just because I started this foundation doesn't make me an expert. There's so much I need to learn. There's so much I need to grow. So the number one help that I need is if there are any psychologists, counselors, psychiatrists out there, please reach out to me and help us through this journey. And if there's mothers or anyone that is watching this have skills or ideas that can improve this foundation, still reach out to me. Let's work together and improve mothers' mental health.
Okay. Wow. And as we wind up, in few words, what's your last take to the people watching in general concerning mental health and the general life?
I hope we create a society where motherhood and mental health is our top priority. If we take care of mother's mental health, we take care of everyone. When mom is happy, even you know, if mom is happy, everyone is happy at home. So let's take care of our mother's mental health. Yes, so thank you so much to JamiaTV for having me. Thank you so much to Zamzam. I really appreciate being here.
Thank you so much also for your insight on Healing Moms Foundation and how we can support our mothers on their healing journey. And that is it for today. But something I have learned, okay, I'm not a mother, and maybe soon, if Allah, inshallah. But at least some things, or some few things that I've learned is you've not kept yourself high above the others. You're also there to learn. You've also not stopped studying just because you've become a mother. I know most of the people who give birth, or the ladies that they have children, that is the end of their education, but at least you decided to continue the education, mashallah. That is really amazing. And that is it for today. Until next Friday, I have been your host, Zamzam Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.